There are three areas where people can be said to be ignorant, or less harshly put, unaware. These are the intellectual, moral, and spiritual realms. Someone who is unaware of intellectual things means they don't know history or mathematics or the capitals of the provinces. Morally, some people are unaware of values or attitudes. In an encyclical entitled Saved by Hope, Pope Benedict XVI writes, "If technical progress is not matched by corresponding progress in man's ethical formation, in man's inner growth, then it is not progress at all, but a threat for man and for the world." The antidote to moral ignorance is quite simply to learn more about the faith, to know why we believe what we believe. Jesus said, "Can a blind man lead a blind man? Will they not both fall into a pit?" The third area in which people are unaware is the spiritual realm, knowing not just math or morality, but the message of Christianity, that is, the core tenets and the deepest expressions of our faith. St. Paul writes, "Faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word of Christ." On the first day of our baptism, our parents received a taper lit from the Paschal candle blessed during the Easter Vigil. This candle represents the light of faith that must be passed on and experienced in the domestic church we call the family. As adult Catholics, we have a responsibility to grow in the knowledge of our faith's teachings, but also to share this knowledge. Spiritual indifference is the result of a faith that was not nourished or mentored. Some ways we can guide people who don't know are: be a role model of faith. Habitually look for someone to invite to church on Sundays and holy days. If you have children, instill in them a love for liturgy and an appreciation for the Word of God. Consistency is key in the learning process. Learn more about your faith's teaching. Buy or borrow a book. Download a study program, or discover an app that helps your soul come alive to what has been handed down to us by the apostles. And then tell someone about what you have read. Sharing is learning. Enroll your kids in a Catholic school if possible. If not, enroll them in the religious education classes of your parish. You might also consider being a catechist or a helper. This spiritual work of mercy is tethered to the first one, which tells us to admonish the sinner. One of the greatest lies perpetuated by our society could be the notion that tolerance is always a virtue. In the footsteps of Christ and St. John the Baptist, we each have a duty to speak out against what is wrong. In certain circumstances, it might be that someone had no idea what they believed or were doing was wrong. In this case, we will be fulfilling this work of mercy to instruct them so that they are aware and alive.